Hi there, everyone. My name's Ben. I'm from South Florida, and I'm currently in Ukraine as a volunteer blacksmith. I'm making this video now because I need your assistance and also to tell you why I'm making this channel. First off, a little bit about myself. I'm not a blacksmith by profession in the most generous of terms. My original last occupation, I would say, was bartender. I came to Ukraine early July with my van. It's kind of like in a live-in layout. I had it kind of set up as an expedited, and one of my original ideas was to come to Ukraine to do humanitarian runs. I did that when I got here. I met up with a Ukrainian volunteer that I met back in the stateside. We did a run to Zaporizhia. But after that, I kind of thought, maybe I'd want to do something else. So luckily from that run, I got in contact with some other people, and one of them was an artisan blacksmith in Western Ukraine. He reached out to me and asked if I wanted to help him at his forge for 2 weeks because they had a large quote that they needed to fill out a bunch of orders. So I said, yeah, sure. So I headed over to his place and worked with him for 2 weeks. We made a bunch of staples. I'll talk about those in a little bit. And then I went to Kiev, went to Lviv, check out some other things. But then I kind of decided that the forge was a place I wanted to spend most of my effort at. And that's why I'm making this video, to tell people about the forge, what we do, and if you can donate to the forge. So first off, what do we make at the forge? Our primary production are these guys. They're called scoba. They are the binding agent used if you want to fortify a trench line or a bunker. Most of the time, if you're building a trench or a bunker and you want to put earth on top of it, especially a bunker, you're going to use wooden logs as a base, and these are your binding agents. You're going to use a lot of these guys. Here's some photos to give you an idea. So at the forge, we make a lot of them. When I joined the forge, we were just shy of 100,000 staples. Luckily, I got to join them for their 100,000 staple. But right now, since the start of the war, we are at 135,000 staples. I've helped them produce 25,000 staples, roughly. And to give you a rough idea how many staples you need, so let's say like a 4 square meter or 5 square meter bunker area might take between 250 to 300 staples. So we've built a lot of trench lines and we built a lot of bunkers. And this is where the video comes in. It's winter now. Things are getting colder. People aren't digging, but they are fortifying. So we still make staples, but also it is getting very, very cold. And we've started producing other items for the forge that the troops need, and that are burners, Bajurski, potbelly burners. The troops use them. They don't use them on the front line. You put them relatively close to it though, somewhere on the third line or whatnot, so they can reheat, they can dry their clothes, and they can cook their meals. We had the idea that we'd probably make around 20 to 30 burners this winter. When we first started production, we were making around 4 a week. But luckily, we've increased our production and we had some good funding at the start. So we've already made 34 burners. But that's kind of a problem now because we've run out of funding for the burners. We need around $30 to make a burner. Half of that goes to like the pipe on top. That's a pretty expensive stuff we can't just make that out of scrap metal. It's not that easy. So this video is a request for people to please donate to the forge, and to donate to my projects that I'll be working on in the near future. If you watch Big Mac's Battle Log, he talked about American Blacksmith in a couple videos back. Maybe it was probably like a month now, maybe. But that's me. I'm that guy. I sent him 2 burners, and I sent him around, I think, oh man, it was like 600 staples. I think we sent them around there. So, but yeah, Well, that's what we're due. I have some items I want to make for him that I'm making myself. I rented a garage. I now have a residency permit. I plan on making this kind of my main effort in Ukraine, is helping out the forge and making some specialized items that I think would be really useful for the military. So please subscribe to my channel, like it, comment. I'll have more future videos. We're going to do other things, but right now the primary thing is fundraising for burners for the troops. If you want to give a unit a burner, please donate. $30 is a burner pretty much. You can you can help keep guys happy and dry close to the front, because it is miserable right now over here. Um, Also in Big Mac's log, he talked about needing volunteers. I do want you, if you are a blacksmith, if you are a welder, if you have metalworking skills, there is work for you here in Ukraine. If you want to come and help, there is work. But unfortunately, it is winter now, and I've been trying to find the best logistical way to get people to come help at the forge. It's just not in the cards, unfortunately. I've had to come to accept that right now it is not the right time. In springtime, though, I'm hoping to get a better situation set up, get more hands to help out, either with my project or with the forge. I'm not going to say what I'm making for Mac right now. We're still in the early stages. I'm hoping that I'll have it to him around Christmas time. I think that'd be a pretty interesting video to send him. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Also, if you're stuck to the end of the video, thanks a lot, guys. I apologize for the poor audio quality. I bought these guys when I went on a little trip to Lviv. They worked in Lviv. For some reason, they are not working now, so I will need to buy something else. If you have any recommendations, obviously moderately priced. You know, this is a means to an end. It's not the main purpose of why I'm doing this. It's to raise money. And, you know, I'd rather spend the big bucks on stuff to make cool shit for the troops. Also, almost forgot, volunteers. If you're a volunteer and you do runs and, you know, you need these guys. If you need staples, please email me. This is what we do. We make a lot of these guys, like a lot of them. If we need to make 3,000 a week, we make 3,000. If we need to make 6,000, we'll make 6,000. If you're in a unit, please message me. We get this shit out fast. We try to get it out within a week once we get an order, okay? So, like I said, this video is kind of just announcing to, you know, the people out there that there is a forge in Ukraine, a volunteer forge. We are not for profit. You know, we're definitely not making money off of this. It's a family operated business, and we're trying our best to help the boys on the front. So if you could, please donate, subscribe to the channel. I'll be pushing out more content and with better ideas, hopefully. All right. Thank you very much, everyone.